Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Lauletta from the 50. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Able to get away. And pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman. And he's going to go down again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a play fake. Wentz completes it right side to Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Lauletta looking to throw on second down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This is taken at the 18. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Eagles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And complete to Zach Ertz. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Wentz now to throw. He'll let it go deep, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pick it up.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Coming off play action, Loletta. He shakes him off. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. It's Loletta off play action. It's Kelsey on the ground. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, here's Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Lauletta. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Here we go. Lady!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down. That's Hines. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Lauletta. They are going for it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But fortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Wentz to throw again. Cooper's got it. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, other side, solid. 81.
Now Wentz again. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, here's Lauletta. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Run.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Lawletta. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Lawletta now on second. Open man right side is Ingram. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing on third down, Lawletta. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. Find
someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Coming off play action, Lawletta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back to throw, Lawletta. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess they're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. Lawletta now to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
81, 81.
They'll come out in the pistol. Wentz going to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. On second down, here's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Eagles are pouring it on. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. Lauletta to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going for it. It's Lauletta. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Lauletta on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles continue to roll. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
New York set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group.
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jordan Hicks, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Go. Hey, stat. There we go, back. 120.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he's got it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Lefty.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers and brought a little bit of...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jail.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Then his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Run, run.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and
they got his man complete. Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 87 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 56. Mike, 56. Right.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A solid stiff arm. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. And now another one thrown incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Gun, gun!
desperation time on fourth down for Lauletta. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the red zone now, Lauletta. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And now out come the Giants. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. For Lauletta, one final throw. Now a desperation. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the